This question comes from Tom in Belgium. There seems to be a high probability that the situation in Europe may get worse before it gets better. As this further weakens the euro and investors look for relative safety in the dollar, isn't this bearish for the precious metals in the short to medium term? Or do you think more people will be driven to precious metals as Europe becomes more unstable?
Well, even if you have concerns about the euro, you still have a lot of Europeans who might prefer gold to dollars. After all, if you're worried about the Europeans printing too many euros and debasing the euro, you would clearly have the same concerns over America printing too many dollars. So people that really understand the greater problems that confront the euro would certainly understand the similar problems, or maybe even bigger problems, that are confronting or will confront the U.S. So weakness in the euro could also benefit gold, as could weakness in the Japanese yen. Americans aren't the only people who have to be concerned with inflation and currency debasement. So it doesn't necessarily take a weak dollar against the euro, or even a weak dollar against the yen, to provide a strong environment for gold. I will concede that where the dollar is perceived as the weakest of the foreign currencies, that is a better environment for gold than when the euro is perceived as the weakest. But I think either scenario is bullish for gold. I think that gold stocks have already sold off considerably. Again, I've said before, there could be some further downside. I think that downside is minimal from these levels. I think the weakness in gold stocks is indicating to me a lot of pessimism built into the gold market. A lot of people are anticipating a big drop in the gold price. Therefore, I think it's not very likely to happen. Meanwhile, we've already had a significant drop in the mining stocks. So I think it's a good environment for gold. And by the way, I don't see a lot of downside risk for the euro against the dollar. I think that the only thing that's holding the euro back from an explosive rally is the problems they have. But I think there's a lot of support for the euro against the dollar, because I think as bad as Europe's problems are, our problems are worse, and the smart money recognizes that.